Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to watch my channel. So today I'm not going to talk about a specific incident or experience that I've had in my life, but I am going to talk about something which I feel very personally connected to, and that is disability's portrayal in media. So speaking strictly for myself, I never really saw a lot of me in movies and television. So you might be saying there are plenty of young white girls in movies and TV and things like that, but I've never seen really somebody who walked like me, who moved like me, who went through the same sort of experiences that I went through. And again, you might be saying, you've seen a lot of disabilities portrayed in movies and TV, but I would encourage you to also recognize that almost always those portrayals are done by actors who are playing characters with disabilities. They don't actually have those disabilities. Those portrayals are often lauded. They win Oscars. They get massive, recognition as these triumphant, incredible stories. When by definition, because they're not done by actors or even just people with disabilities, they're inaccurate portrayals. And there's something about that, that's always disturbed me, that nobody really recognizes that those aren't accurate portrayals, that it's more often used, a disability, as Oscar bait, as creating, a character that suffers from what I would call tokenism. A lot of the characters I have seen in movies and TV are not only portrayed by people who are traditionally able-bodied, but also portrayed in such a way that is almost entirely centered around that disability. They almost have no other discernible personality traits. And that's very important. Like, yes, it's important to have somebody with a disability on TV and in movies so you can see and you can know that they're there. But to have them play characters who don't have any other sort of, aspects to themselves limits how people think about disability. For myself, like, I would never just sit around, like, hanging out with my family or with my friends or whatever, just walking down the street and just, like, start talking about it. Like, I have other things, there are other parts to people with disabilities that don't entirely center around that disability. And I'm not saying that, it's not an important part of themselves, because it is. But I think you lose something when you have just that aspect of themselves available to others. It becomes entirely centered around just that. And you don't have, opportunities for growth within those characters and within those portrayals. You don't have, depth really to them. They're entirely portrayed in a way that makes it seem like they are just that disability. And that's not right. There are other parts to people. You're not just one part of yourself. And so ultimately what this whole rant is trying to tell you guys is think a little bit more the next time you see a movie, like that's gonna have a disabled character. Is that character played by an actor who just happens to have a disability? What do you think that portrayal says about the disabled community? How do you feel about those portrayals? Think critically about what that means, what it says about a whole community of people. And just encourage yourselves to do better and see more and think more. Alright, this has been the end of the video. Have a beautiful day, delightful people.